everybody. Welcome to English 1A. Let me open this up so I can start our recording. There we go. Okay, so a couple of things. I'm your instructor, Erin Fujinami. If you're watching this video, you should be in my English 1A class at Fresno City College. Also know that today I am recording from home, so I do have a little bit of background noise from time to time. If that happens, I apologize in advance. Please bear with me. Okay, so getting to know me. I mentioned my name already. You can definitely just call me Erin. I got my bachelor's and master's here locally from Fresno State. I am a mom, a wife, and a pet mom to all kinds of dogs and cats. I love to travel, read, and I love cooking. So these are just a couple of pictures from stuff that I'm into recently. I look forward to getting to know all of that same information about you guys in your introductions, which you'll do on Canvas shortly. Some good information to keep handy. It's important that you know how to reach me. So, general things to be aware of. Try to contact me during school hours. For me, this is about 8 a.m. until about 3 p.m., Monday through Friday, and that excludes holidays. When you're contacting me, make sure that you always include some basic information, including your full name, whichever course you're in, because I teach lots of different courses each semester, and relevant details. So for example, give me the name of the assignment that you have a question about, or if a handout is not loading correctly, let me know which one so that I can troubleshoot that quickly once I see your email. I usually respond within 2 business days. I do appreciate your patience, especially at the beginning of semesters, around midterms, and then again at finals. I get very, very overwhelmed with how many students are contacting me. So I do my best to reply within 2 business days. If it's taking longer than that, please go ahead and send a follow-up email. Some other things to know about reaching me. The quickest way to get me to respond is by texting me. So in your syllabus, you will see that you have a code that you can text in order to join our class on an app called Remind. This allows us to just text one another without actually seeing each other's phone numbers. So make sure that you text that code to the number 81010. And follow those directions. It will get you enrolled in our Remind class, and then you can text me that way. You'll usually get a faster response there, but again, I don't respond to student texts outside of, normal business hours. So like weekends and holidays, I'm usually not available, but I will see your text when I am available and get back to you as soon as possible. Again, you have another option for emailing me. You can use the inbox feature on Canvas. That's usually faster than the next email address, which you see on your screen here. And just remember to allow 2 business days for a response and text me if it's urgent. So some information about our class. Your class is an English 1A and 205 class. That means that you're enrolled in English 1A with an extra class called 205 that is a co-requisite for this 1A class. It just provides a little bit of extra support, extra time to practice on the things that we are working on in the 1A class. So they really work together to help you be as successful as possible in 1A. So in this class, we're going to be looking at learning how to read, write, and think critically about lots of different issues. We'll be learning and practicing some basics that will be expected of you in your future college courses. And of course, we want to build a community of people that you can rely on throughout the rest of your college career. As we get started in class, it is very important that you read the syllabus. So the syllabus has everything that you need to know about the course, including all of our course policies, materials that you'll need and where to find those, links to tons of places that you can go for extra help, And then at the end of our syllabus, you'll also see a detailed schedule of readings and assignments that are coming up for the entire semester or session, in case you want to see what's coming up so that you can plan ahead. So if you want to know when your big essays are due or what is due each week of the class, the way that I set up our course, you can go to the end of the syllabus and you can look ahead from now all the way until final exam time. So that way you can kind of plan and know what to expect. Our goals for this class. So by the end of class, you should be able to analyze and interpret professional texts, including a book-length work, write various thesis-driven essays with relevant evidence, including a research essay, and use academic language effectively, avoiding issues with grammar and sentence structure and things like that. So those are some of our kind of big picture end of the semester goals. I also want to go over some tutoring options that we have available at Fresno City College. The good news is that tutoring is available for free. So you should never have to pay for tutoring for our class. And tutoring is a great resource and a wonderful way to kind of help you throughout the class. So a lot of students think that tutoring is only for people who, are really horrible at English or something like that, or that it's maybe kind of embarrassing to ask for help. I want you to try and embrace tutoring as something that everybody can benefit from. So even if you're really strong in your English courses, know that tutoring can make you even better. Similarly, it is never going to be a stupid question or, your tutor's not going to look down on you at all. They are definitely just there to help. So with all of those things in mind, it's important to know that 5 tutoring meetings are required as a part of our class. This actually makes up about half of a letter grade for our class. And in the process of going to tutoring, you will definitely also improve your grades on things like essays and whatnot. So we want to get used to the idea that we are going to be working with tutors throughout class. The due dates for those are listed in your syllabus, along with more information about, what you're going to be doing at tutoring and all of that good stuff. So keep those things in mind. Links with more information about tutoring, such as how to schedule an appointment, where you can go to tutoring, all of that good stuff, are available in the syllabus under the Extra Help section. And tutoring options are available both online and in person. So if you can't make it to campus, that is not a problem. You can do all of your tutoring on Zoom. So a couple of places that you can go for tutoring are listed here. You've got the PASS Center, so I have their contact information and their general hours. Keep in mind that these things do change from semester to semester, so I would definitely check out their website just to make sure that these are the correct hours. But as you'll notice, we do have some extended hours available. They are available as walk-ins or on Zoom, so they try to be as flexible as possible. So that's one place that you can go for tutoring. Another place that you can go for tutoring is the Tutorial Center. So I have all of their contact information as well as hours here. Notice that they are available both in the library as well as online. And these, again, are their hours. However, check those, make sure that they're accurate. If you need to reach them, we've got a phone number and an email address for you here. One more tutoring option that's available on campus. We do have the Writing and Reading Center. Again, they're available in person and online. And I do have their contact information here for you so that you can reach them to make an appointment or ask about walk-in hours or just ask any questions that you might have. So lots of different options available for tutoring. Again, all of those are free to you, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to make those work. Again, if you need to look ahead at those due dates so that you can plan accordingly, look at the end of the syllabus under the schedule of classes, and you can see when your 5 different tutoring reflections, that's what the assignments are called, are due, so that you can make those appointments ahead of time so they work with your schedule. So what should you expect in terms of weekly work? Each week you'll have assigned readings that are posted to Canvas weekly. These are available on Sundays, and you'll need to read them in preparation for assignments, which are due on Wednesdays and Fridays. You'll also have assigned lectures like this one that you can watch at any time. They will be posted right along with your readings on Sunday. So every Sunday you will see a schedule that has all of this stuff in it. That will be on your Canvas page under modules. So every Sunday, get in the habit of checking out that new module so that you know all the things that you need to read and watch for the week. Additionally, you'll have weekly discussions that happen twice a week. Those are due Wednesday and Friday by 11:59 p.m. on Canvas. And then you'll have your weekly Hawks assignments for most weeks if you are in a class that has a 205 portion. Those will be completed through the Hawks website. They're linked with Canvas, and I'll be going through how to access those and all of that good stuff in another separate lecture. What to expect if you're in a short-term class. If you're not in a short-term class, you can just disregard this portion. If you are in a short-term class, you can expect that your schedule will be a little bit condensed, so make sure that you're setting goals for yourself and tackle those readings and assignments in chunks so you don't feel overwhelmed. Your essays in a short-term class will be a little bit quicker in terms of how quickly they're due and how often we're completing an essay. But remember that if you are in a short-term class, you still have all of that extra support available. So use your groups, go to tutoring, and get all of that glorious extra credit. Okay. What to expect in terms of collaboration. Of course, this is applicable to any class that you might be in. So no matter what you're working on, you should plan to work with your classmates, tutors, and or myself. Our class works best when we help each other and learn from one another. So try to embrace that collaborative aspect of class. You want to reach out to groups, reach out to tutors, reach out to myself. Anytime you come across something where you're a little bit stuck or you need some extra support, there are no dumb questions. Even if it's a dumb question, I'll still answer it and not judge you. So don't worry about any of that. If you're not a fan of group grades, that's not a problem. All of your coursework is submitted and graded individually. Even though everyone is assigned a group at the beginning of the semester who you work with throughout the rest of the semester, you're still completing all of your stuff individually. What to expect from me. My goal is always to provide clear expectations for assignments so you know what to do, when, and how. With that in mind, remember that your work is always due on Wednesday and Friday by 11:59 p.m. on Canvas. The only exception to that is when we're working on an essay, in which case you do have an essay draft that's due on a Monday. If a holiday impacts those due dates, it's noted in the schedule. So if you look at those weekly schedules on Canvas, you should always know exactly what you have to do this week. If you ever have a question, of course, let me know. I'm also always open to talk about your progress in the class, on an assignment, or about a concept that you're struggling with. So remember, I'm here to help. You can always reach out to me by texting or emailing, and I do have some Zoom office hours that you can come to as well. I'll post new modules. Remember, that's the online folder that has a weekly schedule and then everything that you need to read, watch, and do for the week. Remember that those are posted weekly on Sundays. I'll do my best to respond to your text or emails as soon as possible and within 2 business days, and then I'll be flexible with my expectations whenever I can. All right, so what should you do next? The next thing you should do, if you haven't already, is to head to Canvas and go through the Welcome module. In that, you'll find our syllabus. Make sure that you look over the whole syllabus if you haven't yet. It will answer all of your questions for the most part. You should also look at your assigned group and see those directions for how to get in touch. And then you should check out all of those helpful links that are there so you can look at Canvas guides, tutorial videos and things like that to help you get started if Canvas is new to you, student frequently asked questions, information about the Tutorial Center and how to reach them, and other helpful resources to look at. So check out that welcome module. After that, you can start work on the week 1 module. In your week 1 module, you'll find our first weekly schedule. Remember, we'll have one of those every week on Sunday. And then you'll also see your first assigned lectures and readings along with the week's assignments. So for lectures and readings, you're just going to be clicking on the links that are available in that schedule. For the week's assignments, you're going to go to the module page on Canvas, which is kind of our home page, and you'll see the different weekly discussions are posted there along with directions and due dates. So that's how you're going to find your work for the week. Remember, everything is always due on Wednesday and Friday on Canvas by 11:59 p.m. So every week, plan on that. The only exception, again, is when we're working on essays. So 3 times throughout the semester, you will have an assignment due on Monday, which is an essay draft. If you want to look ahead at any of the things that we have coming up, remember you can go to the syllabus, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see the schedule of classes, which will tell you everything that's going to be due from now until the end of the semester. So head to Canvas, look through the welcome module, get started on that week 1 module. And that is it for our welcome video. Thank you for being here, everybody, and I look forward to seeing all of you soon.